Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will be traveling to Mormon Row for sunrise, exploring Jackson Hole, and ending our day at Schwabacher Landing for sunset. Mormon homesteaders arrived here in the 1890s and built the community commonly referred to as Mormon Row. They chose this land because the glacial deposited soil was rich in minerals and great for growing crops.
While Greg focused on Mormon Row, I was enjoying watching the sunrise over a field with horses. After the sunrise, we continued to drive around Grand Teton National Park. We stopped at a few viewpoints along the way. The first one was showing how the glaciers have changed over time. Looking at the Tetons, there's hardly any remaining glaciers. You can see from the pictures how drastically they have receded over time.
Next stop was the Cunningham Cabin. If you're into history, this is worth a visit, as it is one of the few remaining structures from the homestead era. J. Pierce Cunningham purchased the property due to rich soils needed for agriculture. However, an agricultural depression began due to drought, and Cunningham was forced to sell his property.
Our last stop before heading to Jackson Hole was Oxbow Bend. The stream will cut through existing banks, leaving part of the original channel abandoned. The abandoned section is called an oxbow.
As you arrive in Jackson Hole, there are several free parking areas in town. We parked in the lot for the Jackson Home Ranch Welcome Center. Well, we've made it to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. I finally made it here. And man, is it slammed. Super busy today. The first thing you must see while in Jackson are the elk antler arches.
Really cool how they're all intertwined together. It's really neat.
Yeah, we're actually sitting in the Central Park right now.
The next classic stop is the $1 Million Cowboy Bar. The bar was initially a cafe. Eventually it was remodeled and turned into the Cowboy Bar. The goal was to attract people who were or wanted to be cowboys. In the early 1900s, gambling was outlawed. At first, the bar continued to allow gambling in the open. As the law got stricter, they created false walls to hide gambling from the sheriff. It is now famous for its Western style and memorabilia.
And just like that, her ice cream dreams become reality. We went to Moo's Ice Cream in Jackson Hole. And she got the huckleberry.
Very good.
Very festive.
We are staying at Jenny Lake Campground. It's a very small campground with only 50 sites, and it's very high demand. They release the sites 6 months before booking. At 10 o'clock in the morning, 6 months ago, when they were released, I was on trying to book a site, and I would click on one and then put it in my cart and it would be gone.
The camp host who checked us in made sure to tell us that just recently there was a grizzly bear spotted within 50 yards of the campground. We already showed you our favorite spot for sunrise in Grand Teton National Park. Now we're going to show you our favorite spot for sunset. Schwabacher Landing makes for the perfect sunset picture. The way the Teton Range reflects against the still water is just breathtaking. As always, we hope you enjoyed this video and hope it inspires you to explore Jackson Hole and the Grand Teton National Park. We'll see you next time.
We've made it to Jackson Hole!
There it is. I don't have anything to say.